Hello and welcome back to another video. I apologise that the timer, that the video doesn't sync up properly. I had a bit of trouble with the first couple of seconds of the video. So, we started a couple of seconds in, which I don't really think matters. Today we're doing the 10-minute build challenge. After doing this challenge, I have decided that I am going to do a CAS version of it, where I've got to change every single aspect of my sim in a period of time that I don't know what, but I'm going to be doing that challenge because I like to see how much harder it is for me to do CAS than it is for me to do building. And I also hope that maybe it will sort of broaden my horizons and I will get better at CAS as I go along. So I'm not against sort of getting better at CAS and CAS related things. I mean, Create a Sim is a fun tool that I should be able to use. So as far as this build challenge goes, it's not easy. It definitely makes you think on your feet, you go a bit quicker, you sort of get, a little bit more on top of things, a little bit more organised. I like the way the house turned out. I forgot a couple of things that made the house a little bit less more functioning, a little bit, everything was in the house, and everything was sort of where I wanted it to go, but it lacked detail. And there were a few things that I was missing. Sorry about that. There are a few things that I was missing that I sort of wanted to add into the house that I didn't end up doing. Such as an example is that little wall you saw me putting in just there, that I wanted a cats and dogs seat to go in, but I forgot, and so one didn't go there because you don't have time to really stop and think about everything and take your time and decide what object. You've really got to follow your gut in the 10-minute challenge. And that, for me, was not tricky, but it wasn't easy either. The good thing about doing a voiceover after you've done the 10-minute challenge is that you can see sort of how much longer you have to talk for. So I know that I've got to talk for 7 minutes and 39 seconds. And it's a bit different to me sort of moving my mouse slyly to sort of see how much longer I've got to go to make sure that I don't over or under talk. I finish my talk over 30 seconds before the video is actually finished. Either I have to sort of find some way to make up for those extra 30 seconds or remove some of the video, which I have done a couple of times. I've removed the end of some videos so that the build up on the gallery actually really looks different to the end result of the build that I've built. This here is one of them. I'm not 100% sure, but I definitely did some work on this house afterwards because it was lacking some stuff, and so I wasn't sure if I wanted to sort of put it up the way it looked or if I wanted to fix it and put it up with some of the details I had forgotten. So I really like this challenge, and there's a lot more challenges that I want to do because recently I've been looking up a lot of small Sims 4 challenges, and if you've got any, I would love to know absolutely any more challenges that you can think of. I saw that there is the single colour challenge, which I will be trying. So, give me a little bit of a chance for that. So that will be really good to sort of see how colours go. Can we use a single colour in a house and make it function? It would be about getting a colour that exists for baths and sinks and ovens, and I don't think there is one. Maybe it'll be a bit yellow. I might, if I do it, I'll try yellow. I feel like yellow should be able to work. There should be some stuff. We'll see if we can get a functioning house using the colour yellow next, shall we? That could be really, really exciting. Oh, some of these challenges. I do enjoy them. I really do. I think that they're a lot of fun. This 10-minute one in particular, I would not try it again because, like I've said a lot with other challenges, I think the fun about these challenges in particular is that it is your first time. So I haven't got to sit there and sort of practice trying to build in 10 minutes over and over and over again until it happens. I just had to put the house together off the top of my brain, get it going, get it working, put it in. So at the moment we're just going to get our little kitchen put into the house, and I do like the kitchen as well. Now, as far as how I got this timer up here, I'm not really sure how I did it, but it's up there. And I mean, that's positive, but I'm not the best with editing tools. I wish that I could know how people like pop things up on their screen or on YouTube and like did all that sort of fancy stuff that I just cannot wrap my head around. I will learn how to do it over time, but for now I'm an amateur editor. You know, my stuff doesn't look great. It looks not like terrible in my opinion, which does matter because, you know, sometimes I rewatch my stuff. Well, I mean, I have to. You can't. I have to rewatch it when I edited it, and then I have to rewatch it when I voice over, which is why I much prefer voicing it at the same time as playing with it. But I find editing times when you voice over and play at the same time is actually editing turns out to be harder. Like, you've got to edit more for these shorter videos, but editing for later on is a little bit harder. So we've got 4 minutes left on the clock and we are just furnishing the inside of our house. We've completely forgotten that the outside even exists at this point. So, you know, we're just not going as fast as you might expect considering we are on a time limit and we have got to get this house done in time. We're going to put in our bathroom. As you can tell, the room next to the bathroom is a laundry because we got laundry stuff. So we can just put that into our houses now. You know, because it's just a part of our sim lives. And then we're just going to put in the little bathroom next to it. It's a 2-bedroom with a study, a laundry and a bathroom, because the laundry now takes up a whole new room unless I put it in the kitchen, which was a thought and a consideration because I do think it looks really cute in the kitchen. And I've always really liked that Parenthood sink that I've used just there. You can't really see it very well because the light's in the way, but I did like the way that turned out. And on top of that, we are just going to finish and add in a children's bedroom. I am getting a little bit stressed now with time. I feel like I can furnish things pretty quickly. I'm still trying to take my time and go a bit slower and know that things are going to be alright. I'm going to be alright. It'll be fine. I don't think I stuck to the starter home amount of money. I think this house came in at $23,000. So if you had 3 Sims, you should be able to afford it. I'm pretty sure. I built a whole starter home collection. I should know how much. Nope, I've got no idea how much things start with. That was the thing about, you know, having people, is that, you know, you didn't have to kind of guess how much. The money just stopped. There was no more, and you couldn't motherload it, and that was just it. What was there was there. It's got 2 minutes left on the clock now, and we are stressing a little bit. I found that the closer the time got, the less I liked any of my stuff. I kept changing my mind and being like, no, that's not what I want to do. Whereas at the start I took my time looking at an item before I picked it and put it down, which was slightly quicker in the end. I think, in my opinion, rather than rushing. So finally we're onto the master bedroom with 1:30 left on the clock. And I know that I want to put some stuff outside the house as well. I did forget a washing basket thing, so I've got a washing machine and a dryer. I do wonder, does the washing machine and the dryer still, like, do you still drop clothing even if you don't got a washing basket to put it in? Does it just pile up on the floor and go all stinky? Because I saw that could happen and that's really cute and I like it. But does it just go all stinky and then, you know, well, not stinky, like, some could be pretty quick about their washing. Not a daily activity. No one wants to do washing that often. That's exhausting. But, okay, I nearly do my washing every day, but that's because I go to the gym and then my clothes are dirty and then I have to wash them again, and it's like we just use things to have to re-wash them and do them all over again. That's just the way life is these days. Oh, and then 30 seconds left on the clock and I'm like, I can add an outside area. I've got this. This will be fine. I cheated a little bit in using that Pets table because I didn't have to put the chairs around it. But I was pretty happy with my little skeeving to sort of get that done. And now I'm looking for the outdoor clothesline, which I did not find. And of course, I just panicked at the end with 3 seconds to go, and we did not get a washing basket in. So this is the point where I thought, hey, screw it. I forgot to paint the the upper roof parts there. I didn't put in I didn't do any gardening, any landscaping around the house. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to do that now, just quickly finishing off the furnishings, getting them all done and putting everything that I really wanted into the house. I don't do a lot. I mean, I just fix up those last few things. I do feel like if maybe I hadn't panicked at the end and got a little bit flustered, we could have done a lot better. But I think part of the 10-minute challenge is that you just forget things, I went to put in, oh God, what are they called? A holdy-uppy thingy, it holds the house up. I went to put on one of those right at the start and then didn't and then forgot about it. And that's just part of the challenge. It wouldn't be a challenge if it was super easy, would it? Well, it might be. Who knows? The column, they're called columns, I knew that. And then I just decided I would clean up around here a little bit. Obviously, these are things that you just don't really get to do during a 10-minute challenge. Although I do feel like if you practiced enough, you could get to the point with the 10-minute challenge where it was like a walk in the park. So I'm really stoked about that. I put in the little trapped tots fence around here. Was that what it said? I don't know if that's what it said. I hope that's what it's called. That's adorable. And just to, give the kids a little play area, I'm going to add in a small outdoor rubbish bin. Actually, it's a big outdoor rubbish bin. And some windows here to the laundry and the bathroom. I think if I'd built the house a little bit smaller, my 10-minute challenge wouldn't have been that not easy, but it wouldn't have been that difficult. So I really think that as far as that goes, that would have been what the struggle was there, just to sort of make things work in the house as things work. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you liked this build, and I will see you again next time. Bye!